Hey everybody, welcome into the Nesson Studios. Michaela Renava, Andre Kachatourian, and we are joined by UFC bantamweight fighter Rob Font. Rob, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
On your big win at UFC 220 at TD Garden on Saturday night. What did that knockout feel like?
Felt like $1 million, you know. Knockouts, hometown crowd. Got to hear my mom screaming. It was awesome.
After the fight, you were telling the media you don't remember the leg kick, or you don't remember anything. Is that a normal thing, or have you watched the fight since then?
I don't know if that's good or bad. I just kind of black out and I just go, and I thought I hit him with a right hand, but then Joe was like, you know, hit him with the head kick, and I was like, oh yes, I finally got a head kick. Like I've never got a full head kick knockout, but you know, we'll take the you know, getting in there and knocking him, you know, rattling him and then putting him away, but.
I imagine there must be a lot of adrenaline during that moment. I mean, I was there, TD Garden was absolutely rocking. Yeah. You could just feel the energy and see it in your celebration. But
I could feel the canvas shaking. Like it was rattling when I was in there. It was so loud.
Are you sure that wasn't because of you hitting Thomas in the head?
It could have been that, but I'm pretty sure it was the crowd.
But you have fought at TD Garden before, and you did also have a second round knockout of Joey Gomez.
Boston's good to me. Boston's good.
And you're of course from here, but what was different about it this time around?
You know, it's weird. It's kind of the same matchup. The powerful striker, heavy hands, heavy right hand. Almeida, Joey definitely had similar. The length, the height, everything was kind of similar, but. Almeida obviously mixed up a little better, higher ranked fighter, bigger name, but nothing changed. I knew exactly what the locker room felt like. I knew exactly the walkout. I knew where everybody would be at once I walked in, so it wasn't nothing new. Felt like home, felt comfortable, and once I got my range and started getting extra comfortable, and everything started working out.
Well, you talk about that sense of comfort. Your only 2 losses came in Brazil, outside of the United States. Yeah. Sorry to remind you. But like,
what you doing, man? Come on,
would you go overseas to fight again, or is this something you want to just stick to the United States for now?
I mean, I love Vegas. I love Boston. If first choice would definitely be to fight in either of those 2 states. But if you know they call, I wouldn't mind traveling and going different places. Maybe not Brazil again, but you know. I wouldn't mind going to Manchester, England, like places like that. I wouldn't mind at all. But if we could, first choice would definitely be either Boston or Vegas.
Well, I know you said leading up to the fight that Brazil is to you what Miami is to Tom Brady. It's your kryptonite. But I mean, you look at Brady, does he really need the wins in Miami when he's out winning Super Bowls?
Exactly.
It's all about the end game, right?
It's all about the end game. So you know, we're right back there. You know, we fought a top-ranked fighter. We got through him. So I'm just excited to see what's next. So
speaking of the end game and what's next, I mean, what do you have your sights set on now with a couple days for everything to sink in?
You know, it's always gold. You know, we're looking for that belt. If not the belt, obviously the #1 contender shot. A win like this, the next one could definitely set up for either a title shot or #1 contender type fight. But just looking for that gold belt. Simple.
Now, you talk about the Kyle Bochniak and Calvin Kattar just training with them. What was that like? Just seeing them win as well.
It was awesome, man. Like I said, I'm still jumping around. Like every time I see the highlights, it was a dream come true to have all your boys on the same card and going back to back the way we did. You know, Kyle popped it off with the decision, clean. The game plan he wanted to work on. He did exactly what he wanted to do. And obviously, I went out there, you know, did what I did, and then Calvin, it was even better because like you said, for him, I know he wanted to get a finish for a while, and he finally got that finish that he wanted. So, you know, he was chasing that. You know, he set a goal, and he got it. So it was huge. Like I said, if you watch this fight, I'm sitting there jumping around like a crazy man in the back, just going crazy the whole time with the hurt leg. But at that moment, I didn't care. You know, I'm sitting there, I'm going up and down, but it's a great feeling.
How was that like today? Sorry.
What was, before we get off the 3 of you winning, sorry, I just need to know what the moment was like when the 3 of you, when all 3 fights were finished, you all 3 got the win and got to celebrate together.
That monkey, obviously, we got the monkey off our back and just could breathe a little better. You know, it was, obviously, you know, you see your partner win, you don't want to be that guy that like, oh, I don't want to spoil the party, you know, so. After Kyle won, you know, all right, I got to put on. So I felt bad for Calvin because he had to clean up. But it's just, you know, everything went smooth. We did exactly what we wanted to do. And yeah, obviously say that monkey's off our back, winning hometown, all that pressure is gone, and just waiting for the next one.
How was that leg today? You said you hurt it?
Still a little limping around, but it's not that bad. It's definitely rather be limping with a W than limping with an L, you know. So
makes it a little pain a little more tolerable.
It's not that bad.
So do you know how long you're going to have to just be able to take it easy or approach getting back to training?
Yeah, you know, in my mind, I'm always like, yeah, I'm going to take a month off, this and that, but they can call tomorrow. I'll probably jump right back in. But as far as having an opponent, a date, I probably wouldn't find out for like another 3 weeks, something like that. So I'll be taking a week off just to hang out, recover, then I'll be back in the gym next week, and you know, then just training, waiting for that phone call.
You're gonna hang out. You said this week, Super Bowl. Any big plans? Prediction for the game? What are your thoughts?
I'm asking you where we're going. Like, what are we doing? What are we eating? I'm hungry. Right now. I'm actually hungry right now.
He's not thinking about football. He just wants
I'm thinking
food.
about the food. I want the wings. I want the burgers. I want the pizza. Like, where are we going? Nah, I'm just hanging out, relaxing, trying not to get too fat, but I'm definitely, you know, going around tasting a little bit of everything, and obviously watching the game. You know, it's Tom Brady, man. He's unstoppable. He's gonna do what he wants out there, so I'm not worried about that game at all.
Well, amen to that, and we won't keep you much longer. You can go chow down. Thanks for joining us, Rob.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.